The next few days are all about just making sure that we're, ready for what is kind of its own animal and own singular event. The World Cup final is going to be probably the largest event in human history. We're going to have billions of people watching, whether it's inside the stadium, where we're expecting a full sellout. We're going to have, this is basically going to be a mini United Nations mixed with the Oscars. And so for us, we had a very successful first 7 games. We don't need to recreate the wheel, but we do need to kind of work under the new parameters, that is all these heads of state, celebrities, VIPs, and the final, which is going to be viewed by billions of people.
And Alex, I have to admit, the last time you were here, I gave you a lot of grief about the traffic situation since I live in Hoboken. I was really worried about what just that area in New Jersey would look like. But I have to say, it hasn't impacted my life that much. And I feel like the public transit aspect of it has maybe gone a little bit better than the broader public expected.
I think the way that this worked, and one of the things that we always tried to tell people was, this is what we do, right? The United States is experts at putting on massive events, right? We sell out MetLife Stadium every weekend. We've done plenty of events there. We've done a Taylor Swift concert, and they all go fine. I think for the World Cup, it's bigger in scale and scope, but at the end of the day, it's a sold-out event at MetLife Stadium, and this is, I think, one of the lessons from this World Cup. And as we head into this decade of sports, is the United States are experts at putting on big events, and we really need to lean into that expertise. And I think what we've seen for us on our logistics, 97% of fans were scanned in before kickoff, and everyone was off property in 2.5 hours. So a real win for us, and I think we've set the standard for what these mega events are supposed to look like.
Let's talk tickets for a second. Often Super Bowls hold the most expensive tickets. Whether I think it was the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, and then other ones as well. I think that the FIFA 2026 Men's World Cup final could come pretty close to topping the average most expensive ticket ever sold. What do you think?
I think when you're looking at these, big mega events, whether it's the Olympics, Super Bowl, World Cup, you're just seeing the demand for these in real life experiences getting higher and higher. And they're becoming a bigger and bigger event with more and more that's happening, whether it's outside hospitality or inside the game with the opening and closing ceremonies and halftime show. So these events are just becoming bigger and bigger, and the demand for wanting to be there and be a part of it is also becoming greater. I think for us, what we really wanted to do was, one, make sure that this was accessible as much as possible. So, we're giving 40 free tickets to the finals, 20 for New Jersey fans, 20 to New York. We've also got our watch parties, which again are these massive experiences, whether it's at Central Park, Rock Center, all across New York and New Jersey, that are all free. And so whether you're inside or outside the stadium, we want to make sure that you're able to watch the World Cup, be a part of the experience, and have an incredible time.
So let's stay on tickets and talk about the matchup a little bit, because I imagine that once it was Lionel Messi in Argentina versus Spain and Lamine Yamal, your phone was just buzzing. You had everybody and anybody calling, being like, I need a suite, I want to sit field side, I'll sit in the rafters. When you saw that it was going to be Spain and Argentina, what was the feeling? What was your phone like? Give me the whole ordeal.
When I saw the semifinals, knowing it was either going to be France, Spain, Argentina, or England, right, those 4 teams, you knew that this was going to be one of the biggest, most anticipated events. So when it came to the semis, I was really just waiting to see who was going to call, whether it was going to be, everyone from England, or if it was going to be all the Lionel Messi fans and everyone from Spain. And so the last 2-3 days, I don't think my phone has stopped ringing. My wife has kind of just sent me out of the house and said, take all your phone calls there. And so it's trying to really just, make sure that you're able to accommodate as many people as possible. These are all people who are expecting to be able to come to the game and want to. And so we want this to be a fun event. We want the biggest stars to come to the biggest stage. That's what you get, whether it's a Knicks finals or the World Cup. And that's part of the fun of this region, is that definitely makes for a busy next few days. But there are worse things in the world.
Yeah, it's really been an insane couple of weeks and months here for New York. But I do want to ask, as we were talking about, the anticipation for this matchup on Sunday is huge. This is truly a global game. What sense do you have about what the breakdown might look like on Sunday when it comes to international fans versus American fans?
So we've been tracking, I think, for the entire World Cup. It's been about 50% international and 50% domestic, with about 20% of that being local. So 30% the entire rest of the U.S. and about 20% New York, New Jersey, which matches up with what our expectations would have been. We're seeing room rates year over year exceeding what they were last year, and we're seeing occupancy year over year exceeding what it was last year. So the World Cup has brought a pretty massive economic impact. We've done an interim economic impact report just covering the group stage, and we saw over $2 billion of economic impact just from the group stage, with over $1 billion of direct consumer spending, hundreds of millions of dollars already in direct tax revenue for the region. So this has already, just for the 3 weeks in June, provided a massive economic impact and on pace to actually break what our projections were, which was over $3 billion. So I think what this event has shown is the anticipation and demand was there, that the impact for the region is there, and that this is something that, you know, it's been 30 years since we hosted a World Cup before. There's no way we should wait another 30 years before we're hosting a World Cup, an Olympics, or anything like that. New York, New Jersey has shown itself to be the capital for sports and entertainment, and I think we've cemented our place in that.